Here to respond is retired U.S. Army Colonel Doug Macgregor. Colonel, this is a messy situation, no doubt about it, but were we ever on an easy path after the war in Iraq?
Of course not. And you said it well. We're picking up the pieces. President Trump is now ripping off the Band-Aids. When you do that, people are going to howl. And that's what's happening in Syria. Another opportunity for the neocons, for the retired generals that come on TV who all become millionaires as a result of these
Raytheon, they work for all the big companies,
all these guys,
consultants.
Please don't leave. We're spending billions.
Keep the money flow. Keep spending the money over there.
And they know from experience that once we do pull out, we don't go back.
Well, who on the debate stage among the Democrats, if they're asked, will you commit now to sending more troops to northern Iraq? Who's going to agree? Who's going to agree? Will anyone on that stage? Do any of them want to vote for a military reauthorization? Because I'm getting a little tired of this post 9/11 military authorization that justifies all this expenditure.
That's right. Well, remember, the only one who really will be unambiguously clear about her opposition is Tulsi Gabbard. Everybody else
is principled on this.
Yeah.
Colonel, I also want to get you to comment on what's happened today that the Defense Department
and down along the Emirates to the middle of the Persian Gulf. Everything east of that is in contention. Everything west of that has to be stable and orderly. We're responsible for that because we have a strategic partnership with Saudi Arabia. Now, the forces that are going in there are all defensive. There's not enough combat power there to launch any offensive operation. But remember, we just watched as the Saudis proved to be totally incompetent and incapable of defending their oil fields, which you would think, given the billions that they've spent, would have been their top priority. So they appeal to President Trump. He's responding, but it is modest. It is not a major commitment.
But I love listening to these Democrats. Suddenly these Democrats are becoming war hawks. AOC is like criticizing Trump on Syria. But it really does get us back to this proposition that so many people have become headline readers. Like Tom Sowell said the other, there's a very little deep thought or understanding of history. And so if you can criticize Trump in the moment, he doesn't care about the Kurds. He's abandoning our... No. He campaigned on America first. If we're not strong and prosperous at home, we're not going to be good to anyone. Put your own oxygen mask on first before you try to save others on the airplane.
Well, the good news is, look at the polling data. The people are behind President Trump. They want to disengage. They want to get out. There is no support for a war against Turkey, against Iran, against Russia, against anyone. President Trump knows that. So he's taking prudent steps to avoid a conflict.
How much money did China spend in the Middle East in wars?
Hey, listen, they just pulled out of a big deal with Iran, and they're concerned. Why? They're not going to put money into an area where there's conflict. The Chinese are about making money. There's no ideological...
Yeah, they see us draining trillions, and they're like, well, let's build a new airport.
They love that. They love that.
Yeah, they love seeing it when we're draining our money away. That means we have less to be competitive with the Chinese. It's great to see you, as always, Doug.
Thanks.
And up next...